Hello, Intactivists. In the news this week, we have 15 Square, Foregen, NoCirc, Michigan, Foreskin Diaries, Heck/Intaction news, and much more coming up. In POTS news, we have a lot of POTS news. We have the 6x matching for the POTS CareBuzz and e-commerce program. It says 2 awesome supporters promised all the money we make from the POTS e-commerce program gets a total of 6x matched with no limit to the matching from May 30th to July 1st. The Discord link is right here to learn how to use the POTS e-commerce program. And also, if you want to click on the description, we will have our link tree, which if you click that link, it will take you to all of our links, which will have the Discord in there. Also, we had another generous donor that is 6x matching all of POTS' CareBuzz, gains up to $300 from May 30th to July 1st as well. And if you guys want to join the CareBuzz campaign, there is the link right here. And as always, guys, thank you so much for supporting POTS this way. It is easy and free to do. So it is awesome when you guys do support. Also, since it is the first Tuesday of the month, let's go and cover CareBuzz. So our CareBuzz is doing pretty good. We have 6 active currently out of 25 contributors. We're at $45.73 out of our $300 goal. Now keep in mind, this is Let's Build a Website Phase 1. We're at 15% of that goal right now. We've been doing this for about 6 months, I think, around there, 6-7 months. So slow and steady wins this. If you guys do want to go ahead and help us, you can go to that link tree and go to our CareBuzz and download the CareBuzz app. And then you can choose the initiative, which is for website 1, and then just keep the app running. And CareBuzz is going to keep donating, and the app will silently run in the background, which really does help us out quite a bit. All right, also in POTS news, Intact Nigeria had their interview released this past Saturday. Peace premiered, and Ade Solomon is a returning guest. If you are interested in learning more about how the Intact Nigeria member Peace got started, definitely check out that interview. It was a little less than 10 minutes long, so it's not very long. We had no video special this week. We still want more views on nonprofit status. Doesn't really matter in 2025. Here's why. It's a very important video to go and check out. So I'm not going to be making video specials except for this week because I feel like something happened that's pretty big, and I'm surprised that nobody covered it. It's been like 2 weeks, so I'll cover it for right now. But remember, guys, that video, if you want me to start making special videos consistently, Wednesday through Friday, I want 200 views on that video, and there's about 100 views on that currently. So go ahead, watch the videos, spread it to your friends. It's very important. Also, if you like to educate people on the harms of circumcision, or if you are decent with the copying and pasting, please consider joining the walks. We have misinformed people a mile long, and that makes us take breaks from doing the POTS ad campaign to just stop and educate people and get people attended to. And then we can resume paying for ads. I would rather just have ads run consistently, but with like 5 walks, it runs the risk of doing more damage than good. So we would like to be prepared for all the comments. If you are confused, we do have a video called How to Become a Social Media Defender for POTS. That video is only 2 minutes long, and it will explain everything. Also, we have our OnlyPans meeting June 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is for those who have donated to POTS before. If you want to join, you can always just tip us on our coffee and let us know your Discord name and the amount you donated to verify yourself. We go deeper in the analytics of POTS and the future plans we have and much more, which I have some people say, hey POTS, why don't you show us how much you got matched or how much you earned? The pans know that. We agreed that it would be best for those who have a little bit more invested interest and who have invested a little bit more to know the financials of Prevail over the system. So you can either donate to POTS or tip POTS, or you could go and talk to a PANS member, I suppose. All right, and in 15 Square news. So, 15 Square says, we're proud to welcome Dr. Anthony Leppert as a trustee of 15 Square. So congratulations to Dr. Anty. It says Anthony is a rural GP, medical ethics educator, and a council member of the National Secular Society. Now, National Secular Society and 15 Square have teamed up in the past. So that's kind of cool to see this collab going. I'm pretty sure it was National Secular Society. They have done intactivist work together trying to get it outlawed. It says, where he leads its health special expertise network with decades of experience, including contributing to progressive BMA policy, Anthony is a powerful voice for ethical secular health care. He has long campaigned for the rights of children to grow up free from unnecessary and harmful genital cutting. His published work and advocacy continues to challenge the normalization of religiously motivated bodily harm. As the NSS prepares to, which is the National Secular Society, prepares to hold a national debate on ritual circumcision, we're proud to stand along Anthony in fighting for genital autonomy and children's rights, which, if you learn more right here, this talks about them holding the debate on ritual circumcision of boys. So very good news for intactivists. This debate is going to happen today, actually. St. Bride's Church in London on June 3rd. So definitely go ahead, check this out. It's going to happen June 3rd, 7 to 9 p.m. The tickets are free, but you're going to have to book in advance. So if you didn't go ahead and get your ticket now, it might be too late, depending on when this video gets released. You just click this real quick here. I'm going to see for you guys. Yeah, so unfortunately, sales did end. So unfortunately, you guys can't go and watch this. Hopefully somebody got the tickets to go and watch this debate. But it does say religious circumcision of boys is controversial. Should it be allowed or instead be deferred until the individual can decide for themselves? So we shall see what ends up happening with that. All right, and in NoCirc of Michigan news. So NoCirc of Michigan, they came out and they posted their pictures literally just yesterday of the Ferndale Pride Festival. So here you can see them handing out pamphlets and educating people. So it's super cool that they went out and did this and had a booth. NoCirc Michigan really doesn't get a lot of credit, honestly, for what they do. They're a less spoken about intactivist group. But I do notice that they have the pride flowers going on. I don't know if they're selling those. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's even looks like there's a pamphlet of the flowers. It seems like this is connected to what Gowdaff does of selling flowers. It seems like if you donate, you'll get a flower. I guess they're kind of taking that from Gowdaff, or maybe Gowdaff took that from NoCirc Michigan. I'm not sure, but if you guys know, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, so super awesome stuff though. And we're back to the beginning. Obviously, there are people here that have viewed it, which is super cool. And in Foreskin Diaries news, so Ron Lau from TLC Tugger, that's what TLC Tugger was, his old business, but then Stealth Retainer now has it. Zach and Kenny bought it from him. Anyways, Ron Lau, still using TLC Tugger's YouTube, he has a new thing going on, foreskindiaries.com, and this video is pretty epic. He has 4 songs with his Heart Pagey. I listened to all of this. Fun fact, guys, I try and have the video set somewhere so the guy looks decent, you know? So I think Ron Lau looks decent here. But anyways, if you read the description, it says that in a 2-year decade of him doing TLC Tugger, he's helped 65,000 men undertake restoration with his devices. It says today he's preparing to do a 1-hour musical at Scotland's 2025 Edinburgh Fringe Festival. His show is called The Foreskin Diaries and includes 8 of his original songs, interspersed with a TED Talk style slideshow. Ron is booked for 25 nightly shows, so you can go ahead and get your tickets if you're interested right here. This is the Foreskin Diaries, also in the United States too. It is a free festival. So there's some warnings, age restrictions. If you're under 18, you need to bring an adult. So yeah, so definitely if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, definitely go ahead and do so. Also, it says at Fringe, Ron will be busking every day, performing parody, foreskin-orientated lyrics to popular songs on the Royal Mile, which again, you guys can check that out. Click the link. You can listen to his songs, which are, once again, they're pretty good songs. Like, lots of people love Ron Lau's songs. He's a very great artist. And then you can sign up at ForeskinDiaries.com to get notified about the warm-up shows Ron will play around North America before heading to Scotland. And once again, guys, you can get a preview of what's to come by watching this video. Once again, it's a really good video, so don't forget to like it and also leave a comment, just like I did. It's really easy and it's pretty quick to do. All right, guys, and in Foregen news, Foregen released on June 1st, the mapping nerve structures, building bioreactors, and growing Foregen's future. So it says, we're excited to share this month's update with you, Dr. Vega's histology study. Now, I'm going to actually do a video special on this histology study, so I'm going to be very brief with it here. It says that Dr. Vega's histology study have been hosted on preprint server. Interested readers can view the early version of the article here. This study traces the density of specialized nerve structures in the human male prepuce across various age ranges, informing our efforts to achieve re-innervation during human clinical trials. We are excited for the results of the study to be shared with the public and international scientific community. Progress at Dr. Zarian's lab and upcoming lab tour series. Members of the Foregen team visited Dr. Zarian and his team in Slovakia on May 21st to review the current results of our preclinical research collaboration, plan the next steps, and record a video tour of the lab facility to share with our donors. These videos will be edited and released on our YouTube as part of our ongoing series over the coming months. Additionally, Foregen CSO William Musa will be working closely with PhD candidates Jean Kavak on designing the bioreactor and other key aspects of this research project. The research team is making timely progress on the first 3 milestones and have already begun preparations for the 4th. The website redesign, it says that the design was created for free and given to us by a generous Foregen supporter and professional UI designer. We look forward to rolling out the new design soon. Thank you all to the supporters who took our consumer research survey and advised us on the design. Okay, now for the fundraising for Foregen, they raised $17,738 in May. Now, if you look at the previous one, you know I like it when they hit $20,000 or more. They did not hit that. They haven't hit that really in the past 3 months. But it kind of follows a trend on Foregen that they start dipping. Like in the beginning of the year, they hit it, and then they start dipping in the middle of the year. But for this year, total, they have raised $122,000 and change. So they're on track to hit their 2023 numbers as of right now. But then again, December does get pretty wild. So we'll keep tracking the Foregen fundraising. The Foregen fundraising isn't really picking up as much as you would think they would be, since being so close to human clinical trials. And in health equality campaign news, gonna be completely honest, I got this from a fan, where you can actually see Ignite the Fire Disrupt Circumcision. It is an actual video, but I'm gonna go ahead and read this. It says, in another first for the movement, the Health Equality Campaign is now conducting lobbying efforts in the national capital, Washington, D.C. So they are looking most likely for a lobbyist for Washington, D.C. It says infant circumcision is a systematic and institutional problem. Hence, we need to be in Washington, D.C. to influence policy on a nationwide basis. This audacious move is prompted by the current zeitgeist to curb waste, fraud, and abuse. Certainly, infant circumcision meets that definition. Lobbying on a nationwide level is immensely expensive. Your financial support will allow us to sustain this effort over the 2025 year. Only the HEC has the vision and leadership to challenge the practice of circumcision from state capitals all the way to Washington, D.C. And this continues. It says in New Hampshire, the HEC supported HB 94, which will stop state funding for Medicaid infant circumcision, passed the House in a 184 to a 183 vote, but the Senate blocked the bill. We know they did. It was for misguided religious opposition. Incredibly, some religious groups claimed that if children of all religions weren't circumcised in greater numbers, that Jews and Muslims would not feel welcome in the state. While this was a setback for our legislation, we continue our lobbying work in the state, and we'll have more to report in the coming months. It's not over. Mississippi Bill HB 865 to establish state funding for infant circumcision. That died in the committee. However, we had our lobbyists continue to monitor the issue to ensure it wouldn't be resurrected in another piece of legislation. We will stay on top of this issue until the legislative session ends. The timely intervention by the HEC ensured that the rights and bodily autonomy of boys in Mississippi was protected. North Carolina has an upcoming scheduled meeting with state Medicaid officials to discuss rolling back the infant circumcision for HIV prophylaxis loophole recently added to Medicaid regulations 1 Alpha 22. HEC is vigorously opposed to this language since it allows hospitals to circumvent the intent of the law, which is to provide coverage only for infant circumcisions with medically necessary diagnosis. The New Yorker magazine article in the 100th anniversary issue, I've already showed that to you guys. You've seen this. It says that Intaction is the largest group in New York. I've already covered that. Also, guys, keep in mind that, like I said, there's a whole video here. It says Ignite the Fire, Disrupt Circumcision, streamed from the Intact Global Conference, Portland, Oregon. Oh, guys, remember, don't forget to like this and also comment down below, just like I did right here. Oh, and thank you guys for liking and commenting on this video as well. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. You guys just go to Intaction and you guys can go ahead and watch this video for sure. All right, and on to the Intactivist calendar for the week. So this is NoCirc of Michigan. They have their Grand Rapids Pride Saturday, June 1st, 2025, 12 a.m. to 10 p.m., so about 10 hours. And then they have another one the following day, Sunday, June 22nd, at 12 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is another 10 hours. That's located at Calder Plaza, Ottawa Avenue, Northwest. Thank you for that comment that told me it was Northwest. Between Michigan Ave and Pearl Street, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then, June 17th, you have the Maternal Infant Health Summit, which is Tuesday, June 17th. That's 7 a.m. through 5 p.m., so that's 10 hours long. And then Wednesday, June 18th, 2025, 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. That's about 5.5 hours. And that is Radisson Plaza Hotel at Kalamazoo Center, 100 West Michigan Ave, Kalamazoo, Michigan. This website with the dates are a little messed up. Like, I don't know why this here is not over there, but I guess it is what it is. Okay, your whole babies and bumps. So June 22nd, they're headed off to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if you guys want to go, if you're in the area, definitely go and visit babiesandbumps.com/events for details and tickets. Okay, so Bloodstained Men, a little further out next month, Alaska Circumcision Crisis Protest is happening July 6th through July 13th. So the Bloodstained Men, they have their cities down, but they don't have their locations all the way hammered out. So you guys can definitely go, though, check out the Bloodstained Men website and see if you're going to be in the area. Or if you want to travel to Alaska, I was told that Bloodstained Men will cover your funds to protest with them in Alaska. If that's what you want to do, you guys can definitely go ahead and ask the Bloodstained Men about that. And they might cover your plane ticket to get up there to Alaska. And you can be there for about 8 days. All right, and on to the Intactivist polls of the week. So this poll is, do you think intactivism, sign holding, and street protesting at public places is going to go extinct in the next 10 years? We had the majority of people saying no, it will be more or less the same, which, hey, I mean, awesome. Not a lot of people think it's going to, nobody thinks street protesting is going to increase, though. So that's interesting to me. And some people think that it's actually going to go extinct. So it seems like street protesting is going to remain flat to down, but no one thinks that street protesting is going to actually increase. which is interesting. I mean, I guess that was the optimistic route, and people did not take that at all. So people don't think it's going to increase. Once again, guys, if you don't like how this turned out, please go to my Discord and go vote, because your vote matters. And on to the fundraisers of the week. Okay, so Gaudaf, they're at almost $16,000 of their $35,000 phase 2 goal. They have not reached that yet. There is a phase 3, by the way, in this. The help make How to Sue and Win Again possible. They did raise an extra $100 this week. They're at 65% of their $12,000 goal. Your Whole Baby LA Prego Expo booth, they are still at $200 or 4% of their 4.5K goal. No one's donated to them for the past 3 weeks. Unaltered, they are removing circumcision-related misinformation. They haven't had any new donations for the past 3 months. They're at 6% of their $1,000 goal. And Unaltered did not raise any new funds for their coffee. They're currently at $206. So all in all, a little less than $280 was given to Unaltered. Intact Global's fight against genital mutilation. They have gotten an extra roughly about $182, roughly, really quick math, with a monthly donor. That's super awesome for Intact Global. They're currently at $41,204. They are so close to their $50,000 goal. Just 18% left to hit 100. So that is super awesome for Intact Global. I also don't know if the doctors opposing circumcision, if they matched this or not, or if Gaudaf gave them the $10,000 that they need. Either way, once Doc or Gaudaf gives the $10,000, they have this money in the bag. They raised their $50,000. Also, this went up a little bit. This is at $370. This is the Intact Global Oregon litigation effort. So again, they raised $370 of this $30,000 goal. They have blown by that at this point. Hold doctors and hospitals accountable for penis injuries. No one's donating to this. It's been 5 months. They're still at $5,125 raised, which is 10% of their 50K goal. Prevail over the system. We actually got some donors this week. We went up 1%, which is about $20, which we definitely appreciate it. This is for the Intactivist ad campaign. So thank you guys for supporting us. Please do not forget about our e-commerce program, though, and our CareBuzz. That is getting 6x matched right now. It is free to do, and it doesn't cost you anything or anything extra if you're doing the HOTS e-commerce program. So super free to do if you want to do that. And hey, once again, if you do want to leave a tip, it's perfect timing because we do have our OnlyPans meeting in about 4 days from now. So be pretty cool stuff to see you guys there at the meeting. All right, and on to the Intactivist growth for the week. So last week, the Bloodstained Men was at 7,100 followers flat. This week, Bloodstained Men is at 7,106 followers. That is a 6-person gain, or a 0.08% increase for the week. Bloodstained Men tacking on another small gain for this week. All right, that's all what I have for the news. Don't forget about watching Nonprofit Status. Doesn't really matter in 2025, and here's why. And also the Intact Nigeria interview. Please like and share to get this out to more people, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.